had asked quite a few simple questions of you, Cedric, to see kind of what wine would be the right wine for you to kind of taste with me. And you basically were open to anything that wasn't red, which is cool. There's a lot of really great red wine made in Pennsylvania, but there's a lot of really great options in the rosé and white and sparkling categories. We also asked you if you preferred dry wines or sweet wines, and I think that this is a really good example of a dry wine. So this wine is really crisp, bright sparkling wine, and I think that a sparkling wine is a great introduction. It's a great celebratory wine, and it's a great way to kind of make new friends and share a glass of wine.
It's got a beautiful color. A lot more, I'd say a lot more darker in color than I was expecting for a sparkling wine, but it has like a very nice, almost like an amber color in a light tone.
This is made from Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, which is kind of the backbone of really excellent sparkling wine. The color here comes from a little bit of skin contact with the Pinot Noir. So this is almost a rosé. It's not labeled that way, but I could say that it definitely has that kind of feeling to it, which is why you get kind of this like slightly pinkish amber tone from the skin contact in the Pinot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Very pleased with the taste. Has like the flavor of the apple is the first thing that gave me in mind, but like the taste is very. I will say if I close my eyes and I drink this wine like this, I will think about fall.
This wine it's mostly Pinot Noir, so you have a lot of that kind of oomph and that backbone. To me, with Pinot Noir based sparkling, you get a lot of power and you get a lot of flavor. Even if they're completely clear, you think about champagnes that have a lot of Pinot in them, and they really stand up to a lot of foods, and they go with a lot of different things. And this has this beautiful kind of Chardonnay balancing it out, which gives it all of that kind of crisp, tart apple flavor.
And I like the aftertaste of it because it has that fruity, stony, appley, crisp aftertaste flavor that still stays in your palate even after you drink it for like at least a couple of minutes.
I think sparkling wine is one of those things that we forget. It's not just for the beginning of the meal. It's not just for, a celebration. It's for the beginning of the meal, throughout your meal, dessert, drinking on their back porch, at a picnic, all of these different kinds of places. It really is a wine that's very, very food friendly.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, I brought some charcuterie platters that we do at the restaurants. I wish I can drive into the computer so we can actually share it a little more. The flavor profile were well balanced between the curing of the meat and the boldness of the drink. I will call it like almost like a Swiss Army kind of sparkling wine. I think it will go kind of in every dishes.
I love that you're calling this a Swiss Army knife of a wine, which I think is really kind of a great way to approach something like this. I think this wine is almost like a magical palate cleanser, especially with all of your different kinds of charcuterie. You want each one to kind of shine on their own.
If you even go in at the end of your meal, where it's kind of more like my specialty, we can even pair it with a nice little strawberry tart. In this case, we do like a very light sablé breton, which is a very, it's like almost like a buttery cookie.
Usually you want to drink it pretty cold, so you want to be someplace that kind of lends to that. But as long as you can keep it cold enough that it's not going to kind of explode when you open it, I think that sparkling wine is one of those really kind of magical things. One of the things that I wanted to bring up based on kind of our different choice in glassware. I know that there's a lot of kind of not controversy, but discussion over what's the right glass to have with sparkling wine. And you have a flute, and I have a kind of simple universal style wine glass. And there's, you know, quite a lot of talk. Which one's the right way? I think whatever makes you comfortable. But a lot of people like a glass like I have because it kind of opens up the aromas a little bit more. This kind of treats the wine a little bit more like a regular wine rather than just a wine to have that has a lot of bubbles.
I don't think the bottle will last for that long, but I think that's the purpose of it. Once you open, you have to drink it because you cannot save it for that long. I will enjoy it with either friends and families that will come, and I think it will be a great discovery for people who come out of state or overseas.
Let's cheers to that.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to the wine.
Cheers to you.
Yeah.